Final round. We're going to keep this hand. See what we're up against. Alright. It's actually a pretty reasonable draw after considering I've got to raise the alarm and another creature in my hand. Alright. It's a pretty legit draw. Let's go Pegasus here. The reason being it's got lifelink, and raise the alarm tends to work a lot better as a surprise blocker sort of thing. Okay, oppressive raise, not bad. Guess we could jam the arrays on the crow. Oppressive raise tends to not get better later. It also would let me, but no, that's all right. Let's save it a little bit longer. Guess I could have encrusted the crow. That would have actually maybe been a little bit better, but that's all right. I wouldn't have been able to raise the alarm then. So next turn I get to jam the Seraph, which is kind of nice. Juggernaut, pretty good. Can oppressive raise that guy at some point. But for now, I think that we are... Well, I guess I can... So if I jam Seraph now, I'm tapped out. Alternatively, can do Encrust plus Oppressive Raise, which is also pretty good. Or I can do Oppressive Raise plus Welkin Turn. That one's also pretty good. Kind of want to get an attack in this turn. Let me think about this. Do I just want the 4/4 now? I guess I do. And then next turn I can Encrust plus Oppressive Raise. Or Welkin Turn, something like that. We'll figure this out. Alright, looks like he's going to bust the Convoke spell. Covenant, yep. It's not great for us, but now we get to encrust the Juggernaut, which is actually kind of nice. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll get in for 3. I guess I could hit the Carrying Crow, but I'm not going to. I've got double Illusory Angel, so it's kind of worth my time to hold the Oppressive Raise for now. It's not the end of the world. Two cards left in our opponent's hand. That's not bad. I'm kind of surprised he's attacking with the Crow, I guess, but because I think I'm getting the better value with the Sungrace Pegasus, but to be honest, I guess that's not necessarily true. I think this turn we can jam a turn and a Swift Claw. That feels like an exchange I'm happy with. I'll probably trade a turn for a Crow, but maybe not. I don't know yet. Guess I'm happy he busted his Forge Devil before I played the Swift Claw. Or the Welkin turn. That would have been a more harsh... I'll make this trade. I'm okay with it. Or if he wants to give it first strike, yeah, that doesn't matter either. One card left. And unfortunately it's something reasonably good, but that's okay. We'll still figure this out. Razorfoot Griffin, number 2. Not amazing. Let's go ahead and just Frostlink that dude down. At this point, Oppressive Raise is pretty useless. Might give me a one-time shot at him, but that's about it. Alright. Very surprised he's attacking with that Carrion Crow. I don't think that makes a ton of sense. Guess I could just swing with Pegasus. If I swing the Swift Claw, he almost guarantees trades with the Swift Claw, or the Rough Rider with the Swift Claw. And then if he leaves the Vamp back, I can't attack into it until I have some sort of plan. So let's just jam a Razorfoot Griffin here, I guess. Alright. That's acceptable. Forgot what's dead now, so now I have to look. Forge Devil. That's too bad. So, he's going to kill our Swift Claw, which does suck, but I can't do anything about it, so I have to accept it unhappily. So this is a turn I could get value from Oppressive Raise, I guess, but certainly not getting any better, I guess. Alright, so Oppressive Raise the Crow so I can get in with my Pegasus. I'm going to leave the Griffins back to block the Vampire. Alright, it's not the end of the world. Just playing spells, hopefully develop our board a little bit more here shortly. Sanctified Charge would be nice, could help us get a nice attack on him. Let's get as many flyers as we can. We have a sanctified charge in here, so there is some potential for value that we can get. It's a lot of child of nights, a lot of children of night. Ooh, that'll be good eventually. Not quite good yet. Alright. Quite the board state we got going on here. It's not quite what I was looking for. Jeez, dude's really not missing. Sanctified charge, we gotta find that. That'll help us. Midnight guard. Guess keeps the board going. There we go. I think that was his first miss in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. Wow. It's impressive drawing. Pillar of Light. Unfortunately only hits toughness 4 or greater, which literally currently hits nothing. Kind of surprising. Maybe he's got an aura somewhere in there. So if I swing with all my flyers, he can pay 2 with the Shadow Cloak. Alright, well, at least I have a legit Pillar of Light target now. Let's see what he exiles with that, by the way. That he's not going to get. Juggernaut, he has multiples? Jeez. Alright, let's just exile now. Alright, so I have to think about this. Can I get an attack for value? So I attack Griffin, Welkin turn. He pays 2 life. He pays the 3 to block here. I draw from military intelligence. So block, block. The most I can deal is 3 to him and make him lose his carrion crow. That still might be worth it. He pays a 2, he goes to 4, so he can block the Razorfoot Griffin. Oh no, he has the Necrogen Scudder. Never mind. Still in absolutely no position to attack. Jeez, this guy's really not missing. So we need to not miss here for a while. Let's see if we can be like our opponent and draw some spells over and over again. Nah, it's gonna be one of those, I guess. It's always disappointing. We're running 16 lands, so we really, honestly, we shouldn't be drawing lands like this. We went out of our way to lower our land count to more effectively draw spells, but you wouldn't be able to tell from the way this game's playing out. Yeah, this is getting really ridiculous, actually. So let's just draw a land, because at this point we're just not going to be able to win if we don't stop drawing lands here. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's like one of the more useless spells we could have drawn. Yeah, it literally is right next to land in terms of uselessness, which is kind of humorous, actually. I guess we can oppressive raise his blood host, and then at least he has to pay to start sacking, so let's do that, I guess, and pass. I guess I could have oppressive raised his Necrogen Scudder. He would have only been able to pay for one of his flyers, but he still has a Carrion Crow, so no. Maybe we just hope he doesn't draw anything that can beat us, and then we just, I mean, I guess technically he'll deck before we do. His board state is pretty amazing. I think he's actually at twice as many creatures as we are now. Maybe even more than, which is actually pretty incredible. That he's drawn sheer, I mean, I'd love for someone to break down the math on that, the amount of spells to lands he's drawn versus us. Because I'm legitimately curious. Alright, that's going to be the death of us, unfortunately. This guy just non-stop drew spells this whole time around. I know you can call it complaining or whatever, but it's one of the more frustrating things about this game when you're in top deck mode and your opponent's like, oh, I just can't stop drawing spells, and you're like, land, land, land. It really gets, the amount of frustration is immense. It gets immensely frustrating watching that. And we are going to lose to Nightfire Giant, so that's also unfortunate. Yep, very frustrating game. Very frustrating. Our opponent literally drew twice as many creatures as we did, and then got a Nightfire Giant to just pretty much seal the deal on us losing this. So very unhappy with everything that happened in this game. Hopefully game 2 we can draw a little bit better than we did this time around. Alright, yeah, we're definitely dead. I can drop Skirmisher and Illusory Angel. It's not going to do a single thing, so just let him kill us and go to game 2. And it looks like we're playing one of those opponents that just draws really well when he needs to, so we're gonna have to really hope we can get lucky and keep up with those draws, because that was pretty insane. All right. Game 2 against Black Red. What have I got? Guess I still don't have much of a sideboard. He's just got loads of flyers. His removal was pretty much just Nightfire Giant, which just completely took us out. I don't think we have a sideboard. I think we just try again and hopefully draw better. Playing first. It's an unfortunate mulligan. This also is a mulligan, so it looks like we're going to 5. Never good. And we're forced to keep this. I'm at 5 cards, so I'm already in a pretty bad spot, but I'm going to just try my best. Guess we'll bust the oppressive raise now. I don't see why not. So, feeling pretty bad about this game. Usually you don't win on the mull to 5, so we'll see what we can make happen, but I'm feeling like this game's over before it started, to be honest. Could double block. I don't like it. Maybe we'll find our encrust. That would help a little bit. Not super surprised. I mean, remember we mulled to 5, so it seems like he's going to let me block his Shadow Cloak Vamp. Alright, I accept gracefully. Yeah. Basically just leave back to block the Torch Fiend. Yep, can't hit that with Pillar of Light. Alright, so it looks like this is over. What can I say? Bad draws game 1, mull to 5 game 2. I thought our deck was fantastic. It's actually probably one of the best decks I've drafted in this format. But it really just goes to show you how much variance there is in this game. Honestly, everything that made me lose this match was completely outside of my control. So, very disappointed, but hey, that's Magic for you. Sometimes you draw hot, sometimes you just draw a bunch of lands or no lands at all. So, it sucks, but I'll keep drafting, and this is really the reason why I do Swiss. I just hate losing in 8-4s to stuff like that. I'd rather lose in Swiss where I at least get to play 3 full matches. But Alright, I'll be back for the next draft later.